The guilty verdict just came down. What are you feeling right now?
Well, it's the result we wanted when we brought the case to court. The Crown all along has felt that we had a pretty compelling case, and we felt that we had a complainant in this matter who would do a good job of telling the court what happened. And I mean, I hope this is vindication for him.
We've seen similar cases in the past where there were multiple victims. Is this a concern for you at all in this case? And if not, is there a message surrounding this verdict?
Well, I mean, this is the only matter we concerned ourselves with, right? This is whether there are other people, whether there are people who may come forward as a result of this, I don't know. I mean, I'd like to think that if there is someone, that they may see this as maybe the push they need. I'm not saying there is, but if there is, hopefully they'll see this as some motivation to tell their story too.
In terms of sentencing, what are you going to be looking for?
Well, I haven't really turned my mind to the specifics of it. I can tell you that the Crown will likely seek a significant period of incarceration, likely in the penitentiary. So 2 years plus.
Are you this might have been covered, sorry, I was getting my audio levels adjusted,
Sure.
but are you satisfied with the outcome?
Yes, very much so.
And what would you like to see with sentencing?
Well, we'd like to see a just sentence that recognizes the harm done and society's abhorrence of these kinds of offenses. So that is a significant period of incarceration.
Sir, can I just get the spelling of your first and last name?
Chris, C-H-R-I-S-W-H-I-T-E, White.
So yeah, what's your reaction to this the verdict that just came down?
I've been in suspense for a while. To be honest, I'm going to have to review the written decision to go through it in detail, but on its face, the judge appeared to carefully consider the evidence, apply the law as he should have applied it. I didn't find the way we'd hoped, but this is the system.
Is there any plan to appeal, or is it too soon to say?
It's too soon to say. I mean, you put yourself in his shoes. I mean, at the end of the day, I stand by what I said earlier, that the only two people that he'll ever really know are the two of them. And if you're him and you believe you're not guilty, of course you want to appeal, but the question for me is whether the judge made any legal errors, and I can't say right now whether that happened.
Have you spoken?
Were you surprised by the judge's outcome?
No, I knew it could go either way. Like I didn't, it wasn't a case where I thought for sure we were going to lose or for sure we were going to win. So I can't say I was surprised.
What did you think about the judge finding that his testimony to be uncredible?
Well, he outlined his reasons for it. I think there were reasons to find the converse, but I mean, those were the judge's findings. I respect the judge very much, and I appreciate what he said.
Have you spoken with Mr. Lynch today?
Yes.
What is he telling you?
Well, I mean, he's upset. He doesn't. This isn't the outcome that he wanted, as I'm sure you all can appreciate. He is concerned about his future. He had a lot of questions about his future. This is exactly what you'd expect from anyone in his situation.
Question was asked of Mr. White, I guess. Can you tell us anything about your position on sentence?
To be honest, I don't have one formulated yet. I can't say I've done a case that's 35 years old. This is the first one, so I got to do a bit of work. There will be some mitigating factors that he won't have a significant criminal record. I suspect there will be some people who will speak highly of him. There will be aggravating factors. You heard the judge find that he was in a position of authority. Of course, that's going to be taken into consideration. The thing that people will need to understand is that there's difficulty in how do you be fair for an offense that's 35 years old? You know, like had the complainant come forward in 1988 and he'd been convicted in 1988, a different set of rules would have applied than apply now. And so the judge will have to wrestle with how you deal with that reality in the circumstance.
What mitigating factors are you going to put forward?
Well, you'll find out in January.
Can you just get your name and your spelling?
It's Andrew L. Hitchcock, Hitchcock. Andrew is Andrew.
Is there any message that you'd like to get out to people with him being such an influential figure that many people throughout their lives have looked up to him?
The only thing I would say is that if people, politicians or otherwise, are going to express opinions on how things should be done, they should come here and listen to the evidence. And if they don't do that,